is now set for the 3rd Diaspora Investment Summit, and the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, in partnership with the Nigeria Diaspora Summit Initiative, held a briefing ahead of the summit. Please sit back for more details on this. And also, Jigawa State has some hidden treasures for her diaspora to tap into. I bet you do not want to miss this either. And also, not forgetting the plea of the Nigerian Union of Traders Association Ghana to be evacuated back to Nigeria. I have these and much more for you on this edition. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy this power-packed edition of your favorite program, The Diaspora. And I am your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. Ahead of the 2-day virtual Diaspora Investment Summit, the Chairman CEO Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, spotlighted on the benefits and deliverables from the summit. Enjoy the details.
The theme of this year's summit is post-COVID economic resurgence, targeting diaspora investment. Now, this is a summit that I recommend everyone who is interested in investment to attend. Now, this online investment summit for Nigerians in the diaspora will have several keynote speakers, discussions, meeting rooms, exhibition halls, and they will all be hosted live on a virtual platform. You're free to attend anywhere you are in the world. This 2-day virtual summit is aimed at creating an avenue for prospective, meaningful, and sustainable diaspora investment to be relied upon to boost economic growth in Nigeria. The virtual summit will also showcase the investment opportunities and developmental framework put in place to make investing in Nigeria more attractive to Nigeria diaspora investors. Now, the key areas we'll be focusing on this year will include healthcare, education, agribusiness, creative, entertainment and sports, telecommunication, ICT, fintech, and manufacturing. Now, the aim, as we've said before, is to establish a platform where diaspora investors can interact with potential sponsors, partners, collaboration, and government. They will have direct roundtable deals for mutual benefits.
We all know the situations that's been going on in the country, and we need to fix our country. Who best to fix our country if not us? But we know we cannot do it alone. America did not do it alone, talk less of us. Whatever happens in Nigeria really affects the rest of the world, even more so than what happens over there affecting us. A lot of our investment in Nigeria for export, import reasons, we need to really focus on the social and the economic opportunities for our people, how to help them. We look at the grassroots, we look at the small businesses. These are the people that will have the profound effect. This summit will impact them in the most profitable way.
Kudos to NIDCOM and NDSI for a wonderful partnership. We anticipate a great event.
Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, in collaboration with the Nigeria Diaspora Summit Initiative, presents the 3rd Nigeria Diaspora Investment Summit, NDIS 2020. Date 20th to the 21st of November. Theme: Post-COVID-19 Economic Resurgence, targeting diaspora investment. Sectors: healthcare, education, agribusiness, creative, entertainment and sports, telecoms, ICT, fintech, real estate, manufacturing. Venue: virtual by Zoom. Potential investors and ample opportunities. For participation and sponsorship, visit www.ndis.gov.ng.
Still on investments, let's take a listen to the DG Jigawa State Investment Promotion Agency, Ms. Furera Isma Jumari's interview.
What we want to do is showcase what we have to those that are in the diaspora, but in an organized way. Because we're the one-stop shop for investment. We're meant to be a resource for potential investors, as well as an agency that facilitates investments. So once an investor is interested in our state, will handhold that investor until the investor gets what he wants.
And there's return on investment.
Oh yes, definitely, because it's in our interest. Our interest, of course, is that ROI for the investor as well, because we know in the end it's a benefit to us. We are looking long term. So apart from renewable energy, like we said, we have the God-given bright sun in Jigawa State. And agriculture, like I said, agriculture, we're talking about the entire value chain from production to marketing, export. But then again, we're talking light manufacturing. We have a shoe factory in Jigawa State where shoes are being exported from. But because we have not showcased enough, I think that's why sometimes questions are asked regarding what we have in the state. We have industrial parks that we're working on. We have an industrial park that is already ready, and we have an agricultural industrial park as well that is being prepared for investors that want to come in. So what we want to do is make sure we are ready. You come in, for example, in the industrial park, you come in, there's power, there's infrastructure.
Good to hear the great opportunities put in place for Jigawa State indigents in the diaspora. And now not fewer than 753 Nigerians living and working in Ghana under the auspices of Nigerian Union of Traders Association in Ghana, NUTAG, have asked to be evacuated from Ghana. The appeal was convened during a courtesy visit to the Chairman CEO Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa in Abuja. Please take a listen.
Our shops in Ghana were closed, in fact have been closed perennially. Our businesses have been under lock and key. Our people are crying and weeping. Our members are molested, harassed, and sometimes tortured. I'm going to express that. And when a man's means of livelihood is under lock and key, you are pushing that man to engage in other vices as a means of survival. On this last late, the Speaker of the House of Reps flew to Ghana, had meetings and discussions with the Ghanaian officials, and they promised that as soon as he leaves, the shops were going to be opened. In fact, he even met with parliamentarians as well, his fellow parliamentarians. And they said, no, this is injustice. As soon as he leaves, these shops will be opened. After all, we are in the same ECOWAS community. And we clapped. But unfortunately, as he came back, the shops remained locked. It didn't stop there. Our Minister of Foreign Affairs invited the High Commissioner, the Ghanaian High Commissioner, to his office and had discussions. The High Commissioner promised that they were already working on opening the shops, and we felt everything was okay. Honorable Chair, the highest point of this perhaps is that our Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, came to Ghana on the sides of the ECOWAS summit on Mali and had a meeting with our members at the Nigerian High Commission house. He was not happy. He had to meet with some government officials in Ghana, and thereafter he was promised that the shops are going to be opened. We saw press releases flying around and we were clapping. The president of Ghana President Nana Akufo-Addo, came to Nigeria on his visiting tour to ECOWAS Commission, and he had a meeting with our own dear President Muhammad Buhari. And he promised that those shops were going to be open. And Nigeria and Ghana do not have any problem. Our Ghanaian president went back. If at that highest political level, the solution still remains too far, not in sight, then it's hopeless. But the problem is that because of the long and overstretched closure of their businesses, many of the landlords are knocking at their doors now. Pay, renew your rent. How would a man who has not been doing business for several months lay hands on funds to pay for rent? The banks where they borrowed money from to do their businesses are knocking. Interests are reading. What do they do? Some of the women among them are contemplating suicide. And of course, you recall that at a point, one of our members in Ghana, one woman, had to commit suicide over this matter. And we felt at that time that human feeling, that moral consciousness will come in to display. It never happened. It is important for us to also recall, when we're looking at what our people, our traders are suffering, you also look at the other side. That is not too long that the Ghanaian government pulled down Nigeria's house, which is just a stone throw to the headquarters of the police. And they claimed and they feigned ignorance and all of that. Today, everything appears to be under the carpet. And we are watching. Can we survive under this particular environment? Is there any survival in this place? People have had their meetings therefore, and we have come to a resolution that this place is no place for Nigerians to live.
However, it's very, very critical at this point that the government of Nigeria should take a decisive decision. We would like to stay. I myself have lived in Ghana for 25 good years. Of course, you know that my route have gone down. But since they don't want us to live there peacefully, I think I have no other choice to say that I can also come back to restart my life. I think it's better to restart here in Nigeria than to die in Ghana and be brought home in cups. We are really facing danger.
I have received this, but this is not a decision that NIDCOM can take alone. We will pass your message to the relevant ministers, Interior, Foreign Affairs, Trade and Investment, and of course the President, because he's very much aware and on top of this situation. Like you said, there's been engagement at the highest level, at the very highest level, that your shops are still closed is beyond anybody's imagination. However, I know tempers are high, and we're proud of you, and this is home. But we also know that it's very difficult to uproot what you've built for years and just say, I'm coming back, you know, more so out of frustration of what this country has done to you. So, I'm still optimistic that this can be resolved. You know, so I hope that we won't be setting a bad precedent that, 735 Nigerian traders working legitimately, you know, will have to be first to return back to Nigeria. We'll be glad to receive you because this is home. But at the same time, I don't think that is what should happen. If you want to leave, it's not because they are frustrating you, but because it's time to leave, you know, on your own. But trust us at NIDCOM, we're going to continue to engage with the ministries, our, you know, superior ministers to come back to you while we continue the dialogue. Because I know President Buhari is still dialoguing with the President of Ghana, who has an election to carry out. We'll continue to work with you to ensure that your best interest is taken care of.
Quite unfortunate. We hope the authorities act fast and accordingly too. Let's go on a quick break. I'll be back shortly.
Not so fast.
Look, I'm tired. I want to check out of this country for greener pastures.
Just calm down for a moment. Please sit down. Do you have a job where you're going to?
No, but someone is arranging,
Listen, Alinko. Checking out of this country without proper planning means one thing. Unimaginable begin. I've been in the diaspora, but legitimately doing great things at home and abroad. As I've been saying, without the proper footing abroad, the risk is not worth it. Listen, Alinko, it's better to be home than be trapped abroad, or even end up in prison.
Welcome back. If you must travel, please travel legitimately. And now I will leave you with more reports from the just concluded States Diaspora Focal Points Officers Summit.
We in Plateau State are trying to establish a befitting office, and this is work in progress. But I can see the governor from our discussions very passionate about setting a diaspora office expected of a 21st century office with all that is required in order to make Plateau very, very much active in the diaspora activities. Chairman, I want to assure you, very soon you will see your footprints in Plateau, and you will see the governor's footprints too. The most active branch of Plateau in diaspora are those in the USA. They have made several visits, bringing in computers and organizing a lot of training in the schools, training the trainers, and all sorts of training, and how teachers can improve their teaching skills. The diaspora have also been very active in health initiatives, bringing in free medical outreaches, free medical equipments, and so on. The governor too wishes to state here, through my humble self, that the Plateau people in diaspora have been very, very well behaved. No cases of drugs, no cases of cyber crime, no cases of human trafficking. And the governor wishes to make it abundantly clear that he takes no credit for this great behavior, but attributes this achievement solely to God's grace and gives glory to God.
Keep the good work rolling. A very big congratulations to Dr. Robert Okogie, who was recently inducted into the National Aeronautics and Space Administration NASA Hall of Fame. He joined the SIC research group at NASA Glenn Research Center, Cleveland, Ohio in August 1999 as an electronics engineer, primarily responsible for developing high-temperature microsensors and enabling metal contacts and packaging technologies.
The federal government has announced new guidelines for international travelers coming to Nigeria, effective from September 18, 2020. Before departure, all travelers coming to Nigeria must Take a COVID-19 PCR test at an accredited laboratory in the country of departure not more than 5 days before boarding. Only PCR tests will be accepted. Travelers with a PCR test result of more than 5 days or 120 hours or with COVID-19 symptoms will not be allowed to board. Within 3 days before boarding, register on the Nigeria International Travel Portal. Complete and submit the health declaration and self-reporting form online with a valid phone number and address. Update information on diplomats and children under age 10 separately. Next, upload the negative PCR test result on the portal. Choose a sample collection center and then book an appointment date where the mandatory self-isolation will be observed in Nigeria. Payment for the repeat PCR test to be done 7 days after arrival is to be made online on the portal, after which a QR code access report will be generated. It is strongly recommended that payment be made online before boarding. Payment on arrival in Nigeria can lead to long delays before exiting the airport. For issues with payment, visit saferport.com, My Traveler Record. On arrival in Nigeria, passengers are required to undergo port health screening and present electronic or printout QR code evidence. Travelers developing symptoms on arrival or during screening will be placed in institutional quarantine for appropriate care. From the airport, proceed to the 7-day mandatory self-isolation and avoid all physical interaction with others. During isolation, be available by telephone, as travelers will be monitored by public health officers and should check their emails and text messages regularly for updates from the selected laboratory for their repeat PCR tests. On day 7, have samples taken for the repeat PCR test at the selected sample collection center. Passengers are required to provide a valid means of identification. Travelers who test positive for COVID-19 will be managed based on national guidelines for treatment. Those who test negative after 7 days can end self-isolation. Be advised that those who fail to repeat the PCR test by day 14 may face suspension of their passports, inclusion on a travel no-fly list, or be denied international travel for 6 months. Get 24/7 support. Please take responsibility. This message is from the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 in collaboration with CACOVID.
Congratulations, brother. Greater heights. Thank you for staying all through the program. We hope it's been worth your while. And in case you have anything to share with us, please do not hesitate to do so, as we expect feedback on our show. Remember, you can reach us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, on Twitter at NIDCOM_gov, on our Instagram page at NIDCOM_gov, on our YouTube page at NIDCOM_gov, and on our website at www.nidcom.gov.ng. You can also join us on DSTV at NTA Network on Friday at 10:30 a.m., on NTA International on Tuesday at 6 a.m. and 10:05 p.m., on NTA News 24 on Friday at 2:30 p.m., and on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. You can also join us on WAP TV on Thursdays at 9 a.m. and on WTV on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 a.m. And you can also join us on Ben TV London at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. I remain your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. See you next time.